I feel like this whole show, this whole thing is just ridiculous. Why do we even do? Why am I dressed in a suit? It's Friday night, and like I should be in like PJs or a Tashiki Jones. That's where I should be. Like, just I don't know. Why the suit? I need to ask myself that. Why the suit? Um, hobby, 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 hobby. Um, hobby, 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 hobby. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my first guest, the CEO of Simpson Stoning. Probably said that wrong or said it right. Who knows? He doesn't care because he's the king of bling, baby. He is the king of bling. And that's all you need to know who it is. Mr. Richard Simpson, baby. Welcome to Get the Strap. How are you?
Not bad. A little warm, but not bad.
A little warm. You are living it up. Are you still in Florida?
Yeah, Southwest Florida.
It's beautiful out there.
Oh, I love it.
I think I fell in love with Florida. All the times I've been there. I was there in December.
Where'd you go?
We went to Disney, during the Christmas break. And dude, I like the weather out there, man, during that time of the year.
Yeah.
Because it's nice and warm during the day and it gets nice and cool at night.
Yep. Not anymore.
So it's very, very good. So how's life? How's life been treating you, man?
Not bad. Obviously living in Florida now. Just waiting on our house to be getting finished built so I can expand my workshop a little bit and have more room to work.
Which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to maybe like help streamline things too, you know?
I'm going to work on getting some plating equipment so I can start doing my own plating.
You're doing it up, the king of bling.
Listen, interesting.
Richard, I've noticed something about you.
Yes.
From my observation with the bullshit in the hobby, you are the one guy that is literally away from all of it, right? It's away, like you're completely so far off from it. And randomly some host on a show names you as either a scammer or someone who's reporting people or all this crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
How do you, honestly, because I know even when that happens, you just go, no, I'm not doing that, and you leave it be. How do you just get away from all of it?
Well, I'll be honest, when I first started in the hobby, I was big with the drama. I was the biggest shit stirrer you could pick out of the group. My nose was always in the crap, and then as I got older,
I would have never fucking known that. I would have never known.
Yeah, I was a pain in the ass. But
so how do you stay out of it now? Do you?
I'm just at the point in my life where I just don't like. I know what's going on, but I'm trying not to get myself involved in it anymore, just because it's not. For one, it's not good for business, and for two, I can't say that I don't care. I do, because it's there, but I just try to stay away from it, just because it just brings no good to me, and it's not.
All that stress, then you keep aging and shit. You know, it ages you too. Stress does that, people.
Yeah, I've been called everything under the sun, and I just, with the thing with being called out before, I just wasn't going to give the attention to the person and people who wanted the attention, and it wasn't worth it to me. And I just, like I said, I kept just, I was always rejecting their advances towards me to try to goat me into getting into the shit, just because it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah. And I would agree. It's not worth it. None of that shit is. We do this to have a good time, to chill, to, engage with people, right? That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Hello. Simpson, they're saying hello to you. You're a popular guy.
What's up?
Nico says hello. Hey Jay, good to see you, buddy. Good evening, baby. Hello. Do you know any of these people?
A couple of them. I'm trying to follow the chat on my iPad so I can see what people were saying too.
Magnus said hello.
Can you see? What's up, everybody?
So, Richard, you are like I introduced you, the king of bling. I love that title, that nickname. It's awesome. How did you get to this point where you're like the standard when someone hears it's been stolen by Simpson, which sounds so funny, right? It's been stolen by Simpson. You know, hey, damn, that's gonna go for a lot. Like, how did you get here, man?
I just starting off. I watched a video on YouTube of somebody else doing it and just kind of picked it up from there. And I picked the brain of a few other people and came up with different ideas. I was, other than the guy in the UK, I can't remember his name now. It eludes me, but I was the one who.
Paul Martin?
No, it was the other guy who used to do restoning. I can't remember his name offhand now. Crap. But anyways, I was the first one that I know of, at least, that introduced cubic zirconia to the hobby too.
Nice. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference? Because I have no idea. I know nothing of belts at all. I literally run a show about the value of the belt when it comes to the making and all that shit. I am completely lost. What's the difference between the Swarovskis and the cubic zirconias?
The biggest one that I can say is the Swarovski have the reflective backing on them, which gives it, like you'll see, like a lot of the round stones have more of a pop to them than like a cubic zirconia does. But the cubics look more towards like the natural diamond look almost. Mm-hmm. So that's why.
Which one do you prefer to work with?
A lot of it depends on the belt too.
So let's say a spinner that people for some reason are still booting by the way.
I do both on the spinner. I do Swarovski and cubics.
Oh. How long does that typically take you to do like a spinner, let's say, to complete it?
If my kids leave me alone,
these kids, man.
Yeah, it's I see a couple people saying Gorilla Gems and Tim. Yes, they both do a good job. I won't ever talk anything bad about either one of those guys. I know them both, but typically to get it done, I mean, if I worked on it solid 8 hours a day, probably a week. But obviously with kids, that week turns into longer.
You've never done a belt like a spinner in a day? That's impossible, right? Like,
no, I can do the AEW replica in a day.
Nice. Which I had, by the way. I had the AEW World, as you know, from the Classic Shields one. And bro, like, how did you, like, I get that you like saw it, and like, when did you first buy your first drill? Like, when did you like know that it was time to like get serious with this shit? Because there is that threshold where you're doing it for fun, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm actually really, good at this shit.
When I first did my first belt, it was a spinner, and I used razor blades to pop all the stones out. And after that, I was like, there's going to be a better way to do this shit than that. So I've had the same drill that I have now for about 7 years. Wow. Still going
strong.
Yeah, it doesn't sound the greatest all the time. It's going to be time for an upgrade once I move, I think, but it's still holding strong for now.
Wow. What's the most difficult belt that you have, like, that you've done that has needed to be restoned or worked on?
It's a toss-up between the spinner and the scratch logo. I'd say the spinner has the most work to it, but the scratch logo is probably the hardest on the equipment, depending on the version, just because of the thickness of the plates. It chews through bits. I've snapped many drill bits doing scratch logos, and they are a pain.
Wow. Okay. Now you do side plates too. I had the pleasure of having you do my side plates, my custom side plates, which came out. Look at that. Phenomenal. Let me put you full screen, baby. Look at that. It's literally like it's better. Better or this like the shop. Like they're thicker. They're amazing. They really are. I have my custom J Cross made, and I'll put it up on our Facebook group so everyone can see them. But the process of me buying those side plates was like the easiest thing I had to do. I think it's the only holy shit. It's the only transaction in this hobby that I've actually done where I got updated and saying, hey, I'm gonna give you an update like in the coming 2 or 3 weeks. And that actually happens. And then you get like the actual pictures and results. This is the first time, honestly, that walk me through that process. I pay you for custom J Cross side plates. What do you do?
Well, basically, what I do is I take a deposit to get started on the artwork. I work with Stephen Smith with artwork. He does a lot of the computer work for me just to help me out. He's the one who did the side plates before I did, and then he passed it on to me when he got sick and tired of doing them. So, he kind of passed all the secrets on to me, and I've kind of ran with it. But him and I do a lot of the design work ourselves. We bounce ideas off each other. Basically, once I get a design, I send it to somebody, whoever orders it, get their approval, send it off for etching, and then once the etcher sends it back to me, they have to be sanded down and polished, and then they go off for gold or nickel plating.
Dude, you sent me those things completed, nice and painted. And they just, I was in awe over side plates, things that I thought that I would never buy. Honestly, Richard, I never thought I would get into side plates. And then I decided I wanted the triple, network logo with universal display in the back with the first champions. And I remember getting the Brock for the WWE, for the Red Universal, I got the Fiend. The blue Universal, I got the Fiend, and the red Universal, I got a Finn Balor, the first champions. And after getting those three, I said, I gotta hit up Simpson, man, because this stays in my mind with these damn side plates. And bro, I have to tell you, they're phenomenal. They are phenomenal, and I endorse it 100%.
I like to deliver a good product to people who are, going to trust me with their money, and I try not to, if anything goes wrong with them, I either replace them or fix them however I can.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And let me ask you, like as a collector, what's your go-to? Do you go overseas? Do you do American, or do you do shop? Which one is your preference?
For collecting?
Yes.
Depends on the belt. I will buy from obviously the shop, which I have Universal.
Don't boot spinners, Richard.
Yeah, don't boot
spinners, bro.
No, definitely don't boot a spinner. A lot of them I'll buy from the shop. As far as going overseas, I don't go overseas, but I don't tell people not to. I will make my own if I want to.
Yeah.
Kind of keep that to me.
You do your thing, and that's a good thing. I mean, I have so many belts that I want to get, and some of the things that go wrong with the shop that people think wrong. So like when I go look at a shop belt, I know when I buy it that it's hollow. Why do you think it's hollow?
Price.
Just cutting price. I don't have a problem with it being hollowed because it's a replica. Right? It's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to. I am literally telling you, it's not supposed to be like the real thing.
Right, and I think that's a lot of reason why a lot of people will take it and send it off to somebody to have the weights added into it to give it the more, to give it more weight. And I've seen a lot of belts, universals, undisputeds, that people will, stick the weights on them and make it so it's more ring accurate. That's what I'm trying to do with the base plates too, is try to give it a little more weight and give it that ring look.
And bro, you do an amazing job at this shit. I really do. I have to say, I endorse you 100%.
I appreciate
I
that.
really do, because you really have. Just say he was buying me the Cody side plates for my birthday. You son of a bitch. You take that back.
Those should be back from plating anytime now. I've been waiting.
No, if that's what you want, well, hold on a second. If that's what you want, tell me so I can pay the man. Because I don't want to get you a hoodie, and then where I could get you something awesome like that. So if that's what you want, you need to tell me that that's what you want for your birthday, and I'll have Simpson do his thing.
Yeah, let me know.
Richard takes replica to another level. This is true. Somebody's thanking Vinny for something. Water side plates. Those are beautiful side plates, by the way. Richard, could you show those again? So I could just put you up on the screen. Those look beautiful, man. Yeah. No, this is true. The shop is trash, but look at those. Those are amazing, man. And if someone wants to order some side plates or do a restoning from you, Richie, what do they need to do?
They can contact me through my restoning page on Facebook. A lot of people will contact me through my regular name on Facebook, which is fine too. Sometimes the messages go to the spam folder, so I might not see them right away. But I try to, I'll try to answer them as soon as I see them. But best way is probably through my restoning page.
Nice. You heard it here. Thank you, Richie. Richie's gonna go backstage until overtime. Thank you so much, my friend. Make sure to hit him up to get your side plate or your restoning jobs done, because you won't be disappointed. Richie, thank you so much, bro.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
What a nice guy. And let me tell you something. I had the AEW World Championship from Classic Shields, and it was stolen by Mr. Simpson. One Ethan Thompson is now the owner of that belt. But I got it, and when I pulled it out, it was like, oh my. So it is that good. And I suggest if you want some good side plates, custom side plates that look amazing, go with Simpson. Again, I'm gonna put up my side plates in our Facebook group so you guys can check them out. All right. God, I always question myself. Should I do this? Should I allow this man to come on? Is he going to talk about the most recent news, and what is he gonna do? I don't know. He may surprise us. I don't. Let me just. We have sponsors, Michael. Please. It's not that serious, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Jones. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
How are you, fellow brother?
I'm very well. Very well. Very well.
Am I cool to? Is it gonna be okay?
Everything's gonna be fine.
You sure? I'm here for you.
I'm gonna behave myself.
Okay. All right. Mwah.
All right. I know there's the elephant in the room. You should have seen it by now. If you haven't seen it already, too bad. Go look on Twitter. Go on YouTube. Go on Facebook. It's out there. It happened. Get over it. Move on. That's as far as I'm addressing it. My job here is to talk about wrestling that happened in the last month. You already know my feelings on what was it called? Forbidden Door. Yeah. Hello, sir. Botch. Injury. Injury. Let's see what else happened. Moxley's the new interim champion. I don't know if I would have done that myself, but I'm not a booker. I'm not in the business, so I can't really speak on that. I think it should have gone to Tanahashi, make it a true world championship, even though it's just the interim championship. Just, but what do I know? The tag team titles, I believe they changed hands twice. We got the Young Bucks had them, and now they dropped them to Swerve in My Glory. I'm indifferent on that. Congratulations to them for becoming champions, but I'm indifferent on that. And that's all I'll say about that. As far as WWE wrestling, Money in the Bank, I saw the theory getting the Money in the Bank briefcase coming from a mile away. The positioning of the card kind of gave it away. As soon as he opened the card and dropped the title right away, it was like, he's gonna get added into the Money in the Bank match just like Brock threw himself in there. Liv Morgan winning was the right call. I did not expect her to cash in that night. The way in which she beat Ronda. Okay, it's a roll up. Even though the roll up is the most devastating move ever in wrestling, apparently, especially in WWE. But let's see. The card for the upcoming Ric Flair last match is probably one of the best cards I've seen for anything lately. So if you're questioning ordering it, stop it. Order it. Then you got ROH pay-per-view tomorrow night. FTR the Briscoes 2 in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the ROH Tag Team Championship. If you're questioning it, buy it. And anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, the FTR won the IWGP Tag Team Championship, so they have one more belt they checked off their list. Again, I know you're probably looking for everybody's probably looking for me to, flip out and act all crazy and whatnot about what's going on in the E, but that ain't gonna happen. Maybe I'll do it on Culture Shock Live. I'll probably let the other podcasts address it, but I'm not gonna speak on something that just happened without actually giving it a chance. Because down the line, it may be something big, and potentially, even though they're saying it's not, it could turn into a storyline. And that's my time.
Michael, I do. Yes. You really don't want to talk about it.
It's not that I don't want to.
You don't like change. Is that it?
No, I'm fine for change. I just don't want to get my hopes up.
Oh, well, why? What are you thinking? What are you saying? No. Preach your truth, King.
All right, I don't want to get my hopes up because
Richard Simpson is back. So we're good. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. Okay, Simpson has given the okay. So you tell me. I hate
to say this, but I'm praying for somebody's downfall.
Who?
I'm looking forward to. My hopes and dreams are that Kevin Dunn gets fired.
Michael Jones, why?
He's a cancer.
What? Explain. No, I'm going to challenge you in front of these people. What do you show your work?
What do I like about Kevin Dunn?
No. Show your work. Why shouldn't he be in World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated?
Because he was the biggest yes man. It's time. If Vince truly is gone, his team needs to be gone. I want a new start. He's made bad moves consistently. AJ Styles could have been signed years ago, but he didn't like his southern accent. People get held back because they have accents. They're too short. They're not big enough for TV.
But isn't that Vince? Isn't that Vince? Why would that be on Dunn though? Isn't Dunn like just producing shit? Like
Dunn was Vince's yes man. He was everybody else would be saying, let's do this, let's do that. But He's the one that's going to be there. He's the one that's saying, "Oh no, I don't like that." Like, say for instance, Triple H and Stephanie had something in place. Kevin Dunn would go behind and like, go talk to Vince. I don't think you should do that. Then Vince all of a sudden changed his mind.
You know, like the comments say, with the comment right here, you make sure you smack that like button, you follow us, you come vibe. That's what we do. We want to have a good time. We want to chill. We want to vibe. We want to party. We want to go all night long because it's summer nights. No, there's not going to be a summer nights at 10 p.m. 3 of you messaged me about that. Absolutely not. There will not be a summer nights tonight. So cut the shit. That's not going to happen. Absolutely not. We are going to be done when we're done, and we're going to be moving on. All the bullshit that we can talk about could be the week after because we're not going to be here. But you can also be here for the Scammy Awards, baby, which I'm going to be producing. Praise white Jesus. Jones, we are talking today about the Reggie Parks World Tag Team Championship. A belt that I see a lot in the community that we are in. I got this belt, like I would say 3 months after my sister got it. My sister got it and she posted it on Belt Talk, of all places, the actual site. My sister's a member there. And she posted it on the site with the Ruthless Aggression Women's Tag, which is available on the shop right now, but it wasn't back then. So all these belts were rare. That's what getting these new belts has done, that all these rare belts are now just things of the past. It's not really something that people pay the extra money for, even if it's a figure sake, right? So Jones, what do you think of the tag team championship made by Mr. Reggie Parks, dual-plated, gold, whichever one you want to pick? What do you think?
You're asking the wrong person because I'm about to be hated. Is what I'm about to say. It will be my second favorite tag team title to sign.
Let me bring on a man who's gonna really disagree with you, Mr. Ethan Thompson. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna. It's probably not a. It's probably a TNA belt. Jones's favorite.
Stop. What the fuck is that?
What?
What is that on your wall?
Classic Shields dual plated.
How is it hanging?
I was telling these guys backstage, there's these little things called easy ups. It's a little.
What the fuck is that? What?
It's a little metal. It's a little metal hook that you stick in the drywall. All that pokes out is about that much of the thing, but this one hook will hold like 20 pounds. So I just got a few of them, 2 on the bottom, 1 on top, so I can switch out the belts whenever I want.
Oh, sweet mother God! Where did you get those?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. We're gonna put that up on our Pounding the Meat Facebook group so you guys can see it. That is amazing. Did you just randomly like find that?
Yeah, we're actually just in the checkout line and they had a rack of them, and I was like, yo, I could use that. They're like $3 for a box of like 6.
Oh my, that looks amazing, bro. That I like. Jones, what do you think of that?
I think that's definitely going to be a trip to Hobby Lobby tomorrow.
They only made a dual-plated, baby. It was only dual-plated. Let's also bring on one of the coolest cats around. The biggest bully in the world, Joey V. Baby, wait, what does that shirt say?
Vini, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered.
Yo, somebody come get their mans, bro. Who's
right?
Mans? What is going on? Baby, you look adorable. You know what? I'm mad at you, bro.
What did I do?
Because we could have finally met in person this upcoming, not this weekend, the following weekend.
We could have.
How far is Nashville from Ohio?
I don't know, but I got work. And I'm not.
What do you mean you have work? What does that have to do? I could drive to you. My heart will go on.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Bro,
It's called
me
sick
and
time.
James, you know damn well me and James will drive back. We'll spend whatever money it needs to be spent to drive back to pick you up.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Okay, Joey, what is your thoughts on the classic Reggie tag?
I mean, my favorite is the all gold. So, I mean, that's the one I grew up with. I mean, the dual, you know, it had its worth. It's crazy because you see, you look at the Winged Eagle. The Winged Eagle was dual. The tag was dual. And then when they went to all gold Winged Eagle, then they switched to the all gold tag. Like, I wonder why WWE did that at that time. Like, went to the all gold and got rid of the dual. But, I mean, I think it looks nice. The dual, like, the colors, you know, work on that belt.
Bro, I prefer it dual plated. We're gonna talk about the dual today, and we're just gonna show one all gold to cover those two, because those are two that we can compare with the dual. You get into different territory when you're talking about the silver and all. You get into all the money tag, all that crap. So that's different. But right here, dual and gold. We're gonna stay to basics. Before we go on to the World Tag Team Championship, I'm gonna bring on the man who's gonna join me in Tennessee.
Oh, goddamn.
Bro, hold on a second.
Leave him backstage.
Hold on. Because me and this man are gonna present to you the Jay and Big Bear Adventure Summerslam. It's going to be a documentary coming to you soon of our trip to this year's SummerSlam. Baby, will it get wild? Yes. Will you need therapy after? Absolutely not. This is just a stupid YouTube show trying to act like it's big. Don't worry, breaking the fourth wall. Hi, Vinny. So anyways, Mr. James Taylor. How are you?
What's up,
baby?
everybody? I'm great. How are y'all?
James, how are you really? Tell the people.
Me or Jones?
Jones.
No, the other James.
Jones.
You dumbass.
He said
Yes,
Jones.
you. Did I
Me?
say Jones?
You said Jones. You
Man,
said
this
Jones.
is
Little
You mean to
guy.
tell me that me and
There
James
is
could have
a
done
team
this
here.
live in person? Like,
together right here,
Yeah.
right here, right now? Yes, absolutely. We could have saved the camera space, but unfortunately, we have to share the screen together. So,
and it's okay that we do.
yeah, absolutely. So, no, I am fantastic. So, I'm pre-celebrating my birthday, right? So, and going into SummerSlam this Wednesday is my birthday. So it's gonna be a
Snuggling.
fun trip.
We're snuggling in
Total
a few
snuggle.
days.
And to bring it up, I'm pretty sure a couple people might need
God.
therapy after they see
I'm
our
cringing.
documentary. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
Ethan, for sure will probably need therapy. For sure he'll need some therapy after that. So
I already need
Joe's
it. Whether you
Joe's
come
gonna
to
be
SummerSlam
he's gonna
or
be
not.
committed by the time it's done and over with. So he gets very jealous. He just
I will
does,
be.
so.
I mean, you guys are going to SummerSlam not even knowing what the main event is. I mean, fuck.
It
No
don't matter.
idea. No
It don't
idea.
matter.
No clue
That's like
what the card
that's
is.
a fraction. That's a fraction of the whole trip. So it's like we're like, yeah, we got tickets to SummerSlam, but we're gonna do all this other stuff. So that's pretty cool.
So the Ric Flair match with the whole.
yeah,
We're gonna be there, Jones. And
we are.
the car. I was telling Jimmy earlier. It's stacked. I was like, Jimmy, I think we got away with. We robbed them because we only paid like $60
Little bit.
with the tickets. And this, it's a stacked card.
Stacked.
Jones is angry. Jones, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
'cause I
didn't predict that this was going to line up the way that it was going to line up.
Sorry that you're
Well, you're going to meet my twin, so it's fine.
No, we are. Yeah, we are gonna beat your twin for sure.
So you're gonna
Hopefully
watch
he
a
has
wrestler
championship.
wrestle in
Jim-
stereo, like Ric Flair's gonna be like.
Jimmy, we're doing, what is it? We're doing the Undertaker Friday.
Yeah.
We're going to attend the Undertaker's event. Is what we do.
Yes, we're gonna attend his event. Clarify that.
LGBTQ. So we're gonna do that, and then Saturday is unfortunately SummerSlam. Do you know that I ordered a pair of all red Huarache sneakers, and they haven't fucking come in, and so
They ain't
they have
gonna
to
make
go
it.
through StockX, right? They have
Oh,
to go
yeah.
through StockX. So the StockX guy saw it, verified it, is gonna ship it to me. It's gonna get here Thursday. I leave Thursday at 6 in the afternoon.
No, it's coming. It's getting there Friday.
So I'm gonna either have to go to the mall and get me a pair of all red shoes, or just wear my all red my red J's, which have a little white in it, which it messes with the outfit. It's a whole thing, baby. So Jimmy,
Yes.
your thoughts on the World Tag Team Championship by Mr. Reggie Parks?
Oh, I love it. So like I actually like, so my favorite, I think, variation is going to be the Money Inc. one. By far out of all of them, that's one of my favorites. So I currently I don't have any of the tags at the moment, but I did have a really nice one I got from Ethan, which I loved. But by far, I think my favorite, I do have the Bulldog tag, which I like that. That's like my second tier, but I think the Money Inc. might be my first, but the Bulldog and that's pretty much tied.
It's a title that I like. I quite enjoy. I think it's perfect because it's part of the Triple Crown. It's perfect in every way, this belt. We're gonna start, obviously, Figures Incorporated. They were the first to do it. I can't. I mean, enough has been said about the figs, right? Joey, thin plates.
Yep, 2 millimeters,
plates, baby.
2 millimeters. But
No.
they're the OG to do it.
And this was the closest thing you could get back in 96, 97. No. 98, 99. Because I know for a fact, in 98, no one can tell me otherwise, that the WWE Attitude Big Eagle was being sold. Because I remember Christmas of 1998, one of our neighbors, I was in awe. Ethan, you would have cringed. I was in awe of a 2 millimeter belt because, again, at this point, I'm 9 years old. I was in awe of this championship belt that was amazingly beautiful. So this was the closest thing that you can get to, right? Mike Jones, I'm going to start with you because we all here pay our taxes at Culture Shock Entertainment. So you get the standard for $279, Jones. 2 millimeter. You've had good belts. You have had bad belts. You have had belts that have brought out the Black Panther in you, my dear brother, in a good and a bad way, because we're all about positivity here at Culture Shock Entertainment. What are your thoughts on the standard versus the deluxe, which is $100? And Jones, I'm gonna know the only thing different was the leather. What are your thoughts? Which one would you have gotten?
We're talking about at the time it was out, or we're talking about right now? Because that'll be a difference.
Maybe anytime, because these things are still worth money.
For this, since it's only 2 millimeters, I'd have probably.
Now remember this, Michael. Remember this. There's another side of the belt collecting community, the hobby, that collects figures, inks, and value these things.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was going. That's where my answer was going. I was like, because of, I would have paid the extra $100 for the deluxe, because didn't they come with the certificate of authenticity and all that other stuff? So it would have been
And the upgraded leather, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Jones, this to me, when I got it and it was 2 millimeter, I was in awe of it because it was the first belt that I got that had the dual plated on. All the other belts I probably at that time had like 20, 30 belts. But it's different when you're trying to reflect gold, right? When it's just, when it's just a gold reflection, and then instead of having that pure mirror-like reflection back at you, it was the first that I had. And then the pieces that are supposed to be raised and are not, are just carved in, they're gold. And it was something intriguing to me. I searched for this belt for like 2 years. Ethan, you're a belt snob, like some people say.
I'm not.
Figures Inc. this one, and I ask you to please try to be, fair. But at the time when this was released, do you first coming into the hobby, what would you think of this?
First coming into the hobby, I'd probably be happy with it. I take the but see, for me, like,
go on
again,
your rant. Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead.
No, being a snob, I'm gonna still take
go
the
ahead.
deluxe.
Saying, I love you. Go ahead and rant. Go ahead.
No, it's not a rant. I'm still gonna take the deluxe, being a snob. Once an elitist, always an elitist. Just saying.
Joey, your thoughts on this tag?
You know what? The etching is not that bad when you look at that picture. Like, the belt is crisp. For me, I would have took the deluxe also because it came with upgraded leather and the COA. And, if you bought that back in 98, the deluxe with the COA and the upgraded leather, in today's market, that belt is double the price.
Yeah. Jimmy, would you pay $279 for the standard or $379? And I'm not talking about in today's money. Not at all, because inflation has hit us all.
I would go straight for the deluxe.
Back?
Yeah, what? I would have went straight for the deluxe for sure. So, if I'm gonna go in, if back then, right? I probably didn't have that much money, but I would have tried to beg for it, right?
Yes.
But if I had a choice in the matter, I would have gotten the deluxe, no doubt. No doubt, 100% would have got the deluxe. It just sounds better, right? Do you want to be a standard or do you want to be a deluxe, right? Like, hey, you got the standard, but look, I got the deluxe, baby. 2mm deluxe. Just sounds better. I don't know.
So, Ethan, this is a huge fan of the All-Star Championship belts. Ooh, what the hell is that? Someone give me a picture of that, whatever the hell that is. What is that? The All-Star Championship belts version of the Ring of Honor World. Which one is that one?
No clue. Something probably Jones will like.
Jones, what is he talking about?
I believe that's the V2.
Oh, the Cody?
That's a V3.
That's the V3. The V2's the
get it together.
What people refer to as the classic, right?
The Cody's nice though. I do like the classic's the best though, for sure.
Jones, why is this belt, according to you, and I'm saying lineage-wise, less important than the WCW championship, tag team championship?
Pardon?
Why is this belt less important than the WCW / NWA championship?
Where did that come from me?
Well, I'm just asking. You're the wrestling guy. So,
I never said it was. Well, here's the thing: if you're going that route,
you don't like the Fed. You don't like the Federation.
No, it's not. I don't like the Fed. But if you're looking for wrestling, the WCW and NWA tag team titles were held by more wrestlers. The WWF tag team titles were held by usually the bigger guys. There was a few smaller teams that held them, but there's plenty of teams that should have held them that got erased from history.
Powers of pain.
Jones, how angry are you at the state of Joseph? Stop laughing. How angry are you at the state of the tag team division and World Wrestling Entertainment? And look, I ask you to be professional, and how are you dealing with that?
Tag team division?
I see that you're working on your anger skills.
I was like, there is no tag team division. There's a couple teams here and there. You have both. Well, it's one federation. It's one promotion, but the brand splits. You have one setup. You have one team carrying both belts, so that further diminishes. Actually, it doesn't, but it's still not really a division. It's the Street Profits, the Viking War Raiders, or whatever I want to be called this week. You have Los Lotharios, who I haven't seen in months. The Usos.
Michael, can I ask you a question?
Oh, New Day. Yeah, he is. When they want to be tag.
You got the New Day. That's like
Yeah.
one of the main ones, right?
Michael, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How are you these days, bro?
I feel like he's angry.
You
I'm not
okay?
angry.
He's got some anger issues. I feel it in his voice.
This is pain.
Okay, Ethan, in the engraving on these figures, Inc., you as a, what is it? Not a belt mark, a elitist.
But like Joey said, though, this one seems to be slightly more detailed than the normal 2mm joints they had.
That is true, but do you think? Let me ask you, because you know about all this etching shit, all this crap that I didn't even know how to spell. Do you think that's because the gold is on there, and then the background is the silver?
It could be the depth, like a depth illusion.
Do you think that's what it is?
It could be, because you look at like the Figs Inc. WCW 91 and 94.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing looks like shit. Like just straight dog shit.
It does. Really, when did we do that? Last month?
Yeah, I think it was last month.
But listen, Joey, you've had the WCW US.
Still have it.
You still have it there, Poppy? Let me ask you, do you feel like this one is better engraved too? Like better, like the details? I know it's two different designs, but
yes, and I think it's because the silver is behind the gold, so it reflects off of it. This one has more detail than my 3-plate US figs.
That's a fair comparison.
Yeah.
Because the WCWs were the first, so it should have gotten better.
Should have.
I mean, it's a decent looking belt. Jimmy, do you have this belt in your collection?
The WWE shop? I do not.
No, the World Tag Team Championship.
I do have a tag, but it's a Bulldog tag. It's an American made.
And we're gonna cover that in a future.
I'm just trying to be like.
Because let me tell you something, Jimmy. Between you and me,
Never.
People will lose their fucking minds if I like included the Bulldog tag randomly, and three of those people are in this live. So let's talk about it, Jimmy. If I were to say to you, this is the World Tag Team Championship, this is the only one that you can have, would you be happy with it?
I'd be fine with it. Yeah, I'd be good with it, right? Because the shop has only gotten better as of late. So as far as like the tag goes and the other belts they've been coming out with, it's been getting a lot better, especially because the person in charge actually cares about the opinions of the people who are getting the product. So that person, that individual is listening. They're going to the venues where they're being released and stuff like that, and they're asking those opinions so they can up their budget to get a better product out to us, the consumer. If this is what I had, if this is all I could have, right, I'd get it. Maybe I'd upgrade it with better leather, with real leather as opposed to the polyurethane strap that's not actually leather.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do that because I think it's a nice belt, man. I mean, I hate the Legends logo though, so that's my pet peeve. I have to have the WWF logo, but if none of that other stuff ever existed, and this is the only thing I can get, I would have to be satisfied with that for sure.
I always talk shit to people about, the logo. Come on, man, it's not that serious. But I would be okay with having like this Triple Crown, and now that I have that idea, and Ethan was trying to talk shit to me in my text messages, I would actually get the Legends Triple Crown, the tag. I think I may do that for my office at work.
Yeah, I mean that's
because I'm there 8 hours a day, barely. But it's just like right now I have a network logo and a IWGP US. I don't ever touch those belts. I honestly don't ever really see them because one of them is up here, one of them is over here. Oh shit, bro, my cat is like sleeping over there. Bro, watch my wife come in like half an hour, come in to take him out of here. But this would be something that I would put up in the office, so that because people that come and see my office, they're always like, "Oh, those are cool belts." They don't know the fucking difference.
Right.
I barely look at them. At least I have them there. I would definitely go for these belts.
Agreed.
I know Jones. You tell me. $359 plus the taxes that you and your friends take out. Is this good? Is this good for us? Is this good? Something to get? And I know, before you answer, I know that Shop has changed their prices, and now they're higher. Inflation, all that stuff. We're gonna talk about that later.
That's a
But would you
whole
pay
other subject.
$359? Yeah. Would you do $359 for the belt?
If it was the all gold, I might have, but not the dual plated. I don't really have an attachment to that one.
What's the attachment to the old gold?
The Hart Foundation held that. The Steiners held them. So
The wrestlers held them. Ethan, I want you to talk to me about the engraving. What is it that you don't like about it?
No, on these ones it's fine. It's just it's clip arty, right? So it's not
It's not detailed. It's not. No.
the way the detail just comes out. It's cartoony.
Yeah. And I have been spoiled a little bit with the the engraving of the belts that we have, because I look at one of those belts and I can clearly see the United States, Mexico, Cuba, my lovely Dominican Republic. I love you all. Hey, hoy se bebe. But I do miss that with the Shop belts. Let me put you on full screen, puppy. Hold on.
Here goes the all gold.
And that's just that's American, correct?
This is mostly. I'll just say that.
This is the Frankenstein of belts,
Yes.
if you would. Let me see, Mr. Jones. I do have to ask, if I were to say, Michael, I want you to pay a certain amount for this belt, would you pay it?
I'm listening.
You'll pay it?
You said what certain amount?
To $359.
Technically, I did it with a different version of that belt, but yeah.
Wait, which one? Oh, whoa, we're
whoo.
okay. All right.
Way to
Hold on
flex,
a second.
Jones. Way to flex.
Someone catch my panties. All right, let's see. SmackDown tag. Yo, you know what, James? We screwed up. We should have been these douchebags at our SummerSlam trip, and like gotten like tag team belts and like gone there with them.
Yeah, 2
Jones,
millimeter though, for sure.
Put that back up again. Put that back up again. Put it closer to the screen a little bit. Wow. So the reason why I asked you to do that, Jones, is because I had the Figures Inc. one, and you could barely make anything out on it. Barely. That's how do you like it, Jones? That's SmackDown.
I love it. I like this. As you can see, it's a different design, but this one I chose over the Raw version because this closer to resembled the real tag team titles.
Joey.
Yes.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this belt?
Dally.
I wouldn't buy this belt.
Why?
Oh, here we go.
Joseph,
Because I'm with
Joseph. Obama was the first black president.
and
Okay? You need to be more accepting. Why not? Tell me why. Is it the logo that bothers you?
no, I'm with Jones. I don't have an attachment to this belt. None of the good. I mean, what good teams held this belt besides Demolition? The All Gold had all the best tag teams. Hart Foundation.
That is true.
Steiners, the greatest of all time. Legion of Doom.
Then you're gonna be happy with the original belt that we have here.
Kane and X-Pac.
Stop.
That's the all-time best tag team.
Get him off screen. I do like Joey. Remember, Joey, you have a Figs, the US. Remember the shitty fucking belt covers that we used to get?
I still have it.
It's
It's the
thin.
Alliance Edition one.
And it's so thin, bro. It protects from nothing. But this at least is like velvet and it kind of cradles the belt. But that thing was literally like, just don't have anything on it, bro. Shit. My God, man. This is gonna get people angry, bro.
I feel the rage right now.
Sorry that you're
I feel the
gullible.
rage.
I'm gonna start with James. James,
All right, I'm here.
your thoughts on classic Shields to come?
It ain't Newman Ali, baby.
Yeah, it's definitely not Newman Ali for sure. Because if I had to choose every time, it would definitely be a Newman Ali belt, no doubt about it. But realistically, right? So like classic Shields, I mean, just look at it. You just gotta look at it, right? Just look at it. Look at the depth of this. Look at the
Are you
etching.
fanboying right now?
I'm a little bit,
Don't
right?
do that.
I mean,
they're gonna go crazy.
I mean, look, if me fanboying gets my Gold Dust IC here sooner than whatever the case may be, right?
Son of a bitch.
Just throwing it out there, right? Little call out. But
You need that camel leather, man.
I do. Like it's been in final leather for a long time, probably. But anyways, so this belt, like right, the classic Shields. I mean, you look at the etching, you look at the depth, you look at just look how beautiful this belt is. It is nice. The crispness of this, you couldn't ask for a better belt as far as it goes. Now you're looking at the price tag, right? Not everybody can afford this price tag. So for me, if I could afford, if I could afford this, I would get this price tag, right? If other people can't,
Glenn,
you go
why are
for
you
the
calling
shop
him Glenn?
version. You go to, oh God, whoever said Glenn, chill, bro, chill. But no, this is an amazing belt, right? Like, Ethan's got him. We see him all the time in the chats and stuff like that. The classic Shields version is amazing. If every version came out like this, if Shop came out with the version like this with the WWF logo, you would never have any other boots ever if they came out with that WWF logo on it. So I'm a fan of it. If I had the choice, this would be the immediate one I would get out of all of them so far.
Mike Jones.
Mm-hmm.
How much taxes am I supposed to pay on the 1,300?
Technically, that's out of our jurisdiction.
Why?
There you go.
It's international sale.
Ooh. Would you pay $1,300 for it?
For that particular belt?
Yeah, I fucked up on that question. I shouldn't have asked that question. But for the version that you like,
The gold version of the SmackDown tag, of course.
Okay.
Ethan, this is part of your dual triple crown because you got like, hey, you want to trade some belts for that Winged Eagle?
What belt? What Winged Eagle?
The ORM.
I don't have an ORM.
I thought
You have an all gold in the plate.
Are you?
Whoa! You don't do
Hold
that
on.
here. We don't. Mm-mm.
Hold on.
I have Classic Shields Winged Eagle on white leather, Classic Shields dual plated on black leather, Classic Shields that should be done anytime on lavender, and then I have a Nawaz HD that is at re-leather with AJ.
What you talking about, Willis? I thought you had or did you have one with ORM and then you canceled?
No,
I don't think he ever had one with ORM.
No, I don't do ORM anymore.
He had a big eagle ORM, right?
Wow.
Big Eagle.
Yeah, he had a big eagle, not the winged or not a winged eagle or tag.
Wow. Okay. So, Mr. Ethan Thompson, this is your belt. You have what are the other versions that you have with this belt?
I have the all gold. Don't have the Bulldog yet because of James.
American, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Which one's your favorite?
Sorry that you're gullible.
It's rough because
Sorry that you missed out.
The dual pops, just like if you put them to side by side, the dual pops, but I still, I think I lean towards the all gold.
Yeah. Joey, detail compared to the figs.
Night and day. Night and day.
I like
yeah.
I like the detail on the wings too.
Yeah.
Makes it clean. I like that.
It does.
Jimmy,
so
you like
pretty.
this, bro?
Dude, I do. I kind of like it. I kind of want it, actually. It's nice.
What would
Nice.
you take it? All gold, bulldog? What would you take it? What would you go? Would you go
I
just
mean, because
standard?
I already have a bulldog, so I would probably do the all gold. But I mean, if this was at my feet right now and just said take it, I mean, I would definitely take it for sure. If that was the option, I would definitely get this one if that was the number one option.
I got a question. Did the duel have that WWF logo at the top? Which version, if they did?
What
That
at
I
the top
don't
of
know.
the belt?
Ethan.
Yeah, right
Ethan,
there
reach
on
your
the side plate.
Mm.
Yeah, there's even a version. So you know how on James's bulldog tag, the WWF logo, they're painted black. Like not the logo, but the recess part. They're painted. There's like
you hold on. I got you mean here? This is painted black. The mouse, Ethan. The fucking mouse is right there. Do you see it?
no, you can't see it here.
I see.
Oh wait, now I can. Yeah, that's painted black, and
Are you
on the
having
main plate
vodka
too.
tonight? Are you having vodka tonight?
Not yet. Well, not enough.
Okay.
On the main plate and on those plates, they're painted black, but there's
Right here,
different
right?
versions.
Yes, right there, like that WWF logo.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that on the duel? Who held it?
Oh, Joey, look it up.
Demolition had a version because that side plate, the second side plate that doesn't have a WWF logo too. At that time, I can't remember. I went through a bunch of pay-per-views and shit like that and found them, and that's why I want to paint them. I'm gonna paint them black. But
Bro,
yeah,
what do you
it's on
snack
there.
on?
I'll send a
I need
picture
to
in
know.
chat.
What do you snack on when you're watching all this shit? Like when you're sitting there like scavenging. Jones, could you imagine Ethan
Chicken
scavenging
wings.
the fucking net? Ethan, how many hours have you fucking wasted looking for that warrior? What is it? The freaking
tip?
side plate. Yeah, the tip on the warrior belt.
He snacks
So-
on danger and dines on death.
Okay. I just found it. Demolition did have it.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Because that was on the later gold version of the all gold. Like when they switched to the all gold version at first, didn't have that.
See, but they swapped side plate. And if you watch WrestleMania 9, I believe it's WrestleMania 9, Money Inc. comes out with the version of Attack. But Money,
yes,
but
the
Money
COVID
Inc. comes out with.
WrestleMania was fucking better, Ethan Thompson. It was better. The COVID WrestleMania was better than that shit show that was WrestleMania 9.
You know what?
But I
Dragon Ball Z is the worst show of all time. The worst anime.
Thank you, Joey.
You son
Thank
of a
you,
I'm gonna
Joey.
buy you a Lex Luger Lex Express figure.
Get him the fuck
hang in
yo.
your office.
Hey, look,
Get
I
the
have
fuck out of here.
I have him a full chalk line outfit with the Lex Express basketball
Yes.
jersey and shorts.
I bought him a homage.
Look, all I have to say is this.
Heyo.
I am just a man. I am. I feel like James Taylor is going to murder me when we go to SummerSlam.
Oh, it's possible for sure.
So
You can't count anything
So
out.
hold on to
if I'm
finish
gonna be on Crime
this.
Junkies, be weird, be rude, stay alive.
To finish
baby.
this, go back to WrestleMania 9. Money Inc. comes out. They both have a different version of a tag belt. I think at that time they were just like chopping shit up.
Hold
And
on, which versions?
the side plates are different. One of the versions had like a bulldog tag side plate with the star. So I think what at the time Reggie was just fixing shit and chopping shit up and just throwing shit together.
I love the Self Saga, baby. But Ethan
The
Thompson's my
Matsu Buu
coach.
saga was good. Interesting.
Ethan, this became a subject before he passed away, but you said in one of our chats, you were like, listen, I hate to be the morbid guy. I hate to be the one that's like talking about this. But the day that Reggie Parks dies, his belts are gonna go sky high. Right?
Yep.
What would you pay for an original Reggie Parks? Or are you so, and don't take this offensively, are you so geared towards classic shields that that's not even in the subject matter in your mind?
No, it's not that I'm geared. So like, if you look at Reggie's belts that were made in the last 10 years, the quality's not there. So you're essentially paying for the leather stamp.
Matthew, what in the world is going? What
He's got anger issues.
Take
man.
Canada off the
Canadian,
screen,
man?
okay? Go to bed, Canada. Why are you still up?
He's the
You-
only
hey,
angry
you
fan
I
have
have
I know.
I have no argument there.
Jones, wasn't Yu Hakusho lit, bro?
Yeah, like if you
The
if, you,
Dragon
if, the,
Flame
if the
fit-
intro didn't catch you,
Dude,
Oh,
Yu
what's your
Yu
life?
is like the Lex Luger of like, Dragon Ball.
Joseph,
Mm.
Joseph, we're friends. Okay, stop. Anyways, go ahead, Ethan.
But if you notice, like, you can go watch anybody looking for a Reggie belt right now. They always say not his latest work, and the belt quality in the last 5 or 10 years of him making belts just dramatically dipped. So yeah, there's certain belts I would love to have a Reggie of, but again, you're essentially in 2022 you're paying, and I'm gonna piss people off, but you're paying for the leather stamp, which is an investment. I'm not saying it's not, and I'm not saying if you have the money,
It's always going
don't
to be
buy
valued
one.
It's always going to
Yes.
be valued by someone.
I have
Reggie's
one, too.
always going to be way more valuable than a Classic Shields, 100%.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting the belt to appreciate and have as a trophy piece, Classic Shields belts are better than Reggie Parks'
But
last
isn't
10
that
years.
But isn't that expected though? Because it's the. I mean, I didn't put up the stats here because we refuse to put up stuff that we don't know about, right? When the original Reggie, all the measurements are not. That's why we don't put that stuff up, because we don't know. They're very secretive about that stuff. But I mean, it's a beautiful belt, right? But this comes from our good friend Jazwan, who was. Thank you so much for giving us these pictures and giving us. And he said, "Listen, I want Reggie's work to be recognized for what it was, what you could originally get. Here it is.
Originally. That's the
This
thing.
is the first time on GTS that I would go, I'll take the old gold. Give me the old gold.
Yep.
Mm.
I know. Jones, you look pissed off. Go ahead.
I'm not pissed off. Like, this is the OG. Like, I respect the OG.
You do?
Like, it's just the fact that, like, it looks shallow compared to the Classic Shields.
But are we now? Do we go to the territory where is that just the silver? Now, if we put a Classic Shields to a Reggie, Ethan, I'm with you on that. Even though I'll take the Reggie because yes, like a mark, I will take the stamp with the old gold, especially when they're already like close enough. I'll take it with the stamp. But hold on, hey, you guys conversate. My kid is here. Hey, how you doing?
And that's the thing is,
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
dis.
too sweet. Woo woo. Woo. Yeah. Hey, show my handshake. Hey. No, wait. Handshake. Whoa! No, baby. Too sweet.
But doesn't Classic Shields etch a little deeper than Reggie does? So that's probably
So,
why.
Classic
Yeah.
Shields, you can request a Midwest style etching.
We the ones, baby.
With Classic Shields, everything's tailored to what you want. You can request the Midwest style etching. You can request deeper etching. You can request 4.2 millimeter, 3 millimeter.
We the ones. You hear her, bro? I go, we the ones. She's like, we the twos, bro. Get her out of here. These damn kids. Ethan, I would take, I'm sorry, I know that technology, all that stuff, but it's so close to the point, and I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, but I would take it. I would take it.
I'll take a mid-90s Reggie all day long.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
All day long.
Yeah.
Jaswan, thank you so much for these pictures, baby. We really do appreciate it. All gold, everything, baby. The prophecy, NXT, that's always going to stick with me. When the Undisputed Era won all the gold.
The crispness and etching on that belt.
Bro, the prophecy is fulfilled, draped in gold. Look at that. And there it is, the stamp that's going to get you across the line, bro. I've seen it for $8,000. I saw it once for $8,000 like 2 months ago. $8,000, and literally in a blink of an eye, gone. You know what's $8,000 in this economy? Absolutely not, bro. In this economy. So, let me ask you before I bring on Richard Simpson. I want him to be prepared. You guys to prepare. Which belt would you take out of the list? Which belt is yours? Which belt do you say? If there is no, I give you I'm going to pay for it. What are you going to get? Are you going to, and then the remainder amount of money that you got, you're going to spend whatever you want. Before we answer that question, I'm going to bring on the king of bling, Mr. Richard Simpson. Baby, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, Richard, let's start with you. Which one would you pick?
The one I made.
Wait.
For your wrestling belt needs, go to
this one?
Loaning.
This one, Richard? I mean,
it's beautiful. It really is.
If I had to choose one, I would probably go with Classic Shields.
From a belt maker perspective, why?
Just because it's nothing against Reggie, but like you guys were saying, a lot of his work wasn't as good, and I think the etching on the Classic Shields are much more deeper and cleaner. Mm-hmm. So for me, I would take that. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, if somebody wanted to give me a Reggie, I wouldn't say no, just because it's got the value to it. But as far as quality, I would go with Classic Shields or me.
Richard, I'm telling you, the next time I go back, we were supposed to meet the first time I went back to Florida, but I was too busy that I couldn't even find time for it. But when I get back, we got to get together, man.
Absolutely.
Mike Jones, what would you pick?
If it was a different belt, I would have went with the Reggie, but I would have to go with Classic Shields as well.
Okay, is there any reason as to why that you could give me different?
There's only one Reggie belt I want, and that's not it.
What's the one Reggie that you want, Michael? Always with dramatics. Look at him. Always hold on. Always has to be. There's always some shit. It could never be, here it is. It has to be some grandeur shit. I love you, but oh God, I just fucking love you. That is a beautiful, beautiful belt.
This would be the one I would want.
Oh my God, Michael. Look at you. You are a king, my God. Joey, what would you go with?
If we're talking about that all gold Reggie tag that you put on screen, I'm taking that all day. Every day.
Why?
Because it's the OG. It's from Reggie. So wouldn't you want a belt from the guy that made that for the federation that you grew up watching that was on TV? Just makes sense for me. And
that is true.
And I'm an old gold fan, so.
and it's one of those belts that's up there, right? Like Ethan, the fucking Triple Crown. Ethan has how many copies of his belts? 2?
Yeah.
2, right? I can't get over that belt looks like it's fucking floating on your wall. Like, look at that. I love decorating my office. So look how clean that fucking looks. Does it shake it? Like, do you buckle it? What is it? Do you wait? Like,
It's
snapped.
snapped.
It at all?
No, it's just up there.
It's just fucking nonchalantly. Richard, what is it that you have over your shoulder? What is that? The spinner. Please, I'm begging you. Did you stone that one?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's just beautiful. Put it up to the screen.
It's on a Paul Martin send-out strap too.
Oh,
look at that.
super flex.
I love it.
What, you're raffling it off? Awesome.
So, John, I mean,
I
know it was John Cena's belt when CM Punk made that belt. CM Punk made that belt go from like hated to, at least for me, as soon as CM Punk won it and he had it like in the fridge, I remember I was like, yo, I gotta get me a spinner, bro. And I got me a spinner, man, and I was so happy with it. Ethan, what would you go with, baby?
Again, I would go with an earlier work Reggie first. It's just hands down. Mm-hmm. You're crazy not to. But it's the debate I have with Dan all the time. Because we've had this debate. Yes, because like his debate with the Winged Eagle. There's over 100 licensed Reggie Winged Eagles out there. 100. 110. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, bro. That shit's fair game. Classic Shields all day.
It's crazy that, like we talked about last episode, where someone had like a belt old since like 98 or some shit like that. Like, dude, even if we wanted to, we can't. Right? James, Jimmy, my compadre, Mr. Birthday Boy. Which one would you take?
I would take, if it was an unlimited option, right? I'd probably go with the Reggie. As far as like, right, it's a Reggie. You know, everybody knows the value. Everybody knows the name. Everybody knows what it is, right? So if that was my first choice, I would go straight for the Reggie, right? But as far as like if you're looking at the etching, you're looking at, you know, just the way that if you put the two next to each other and you said, okay, which one's a Reggie, which one's a Classic Shield? I can almost guarantee a lot of people would be like, they look at the Classic Shield like, oh, that's a Reggie right there. Nope.
Yeah.
That's not.
I would fucking do it.
So, I mean, the Classic Shield is phenomenal, right? I love the Classic Shield. I love their etching. I love what they do. But at the end of the day, if I have the pricing and somebody's like, hey, which one do you want? It's yours. I'd take the Reggie to start, for sure.
Facts. And let's see. You know, they did lines of Yayo and the what? Yo, John is a savage, bro. What's up, man? Hey guys, which version was the one used in the early 2000s? The one the Hardys. Isn't that the attitude like all gold?
J-Mar version.
The J-Mar version of it. We'll do that in probably next season. Yep, the J-Mar. J-Mar version. Been a while, Jen. Hello. The spinner will turn me off from WWE until 2015. Again, I thought CM Punk's run made it awesome. I got me a spinner because CM Punk had it. So, you know.
If I ever get a spinner, it's going to be to rep Cleveland.
Wow. Look at that. So, let's move on to a subject that I've been having I keep hearing about. WWE Shout changed their site. So who here had the rewards program?
I did.
Ethan, no?
Nope.
Joey?
I don't know. I don't buy
Richie?
belts from the shop.
So I didn't have it. When I am probably the laziest person that you're gonna fucking know. So when I want to buy something and I go to the site and I have to put all of my information, I say, fuck it, I'm not buying it, right? That's just a me thing. I'm super lazy. When they have Apple Pay, that's when it becomes dangerous because I buy whatever the fuck I want, right? I spend money I shouldn't be fucking spending. Apple Pay, poop. It asks you to subscribe, to be like a member of the site so it could track your points. I never do it. And I spent a lot of money on the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Jones, you were a member. What's going on with the point shit? Because I guess they pulled your points.
Everything's been converted over to Fanatic bucks. So it was like, I think the conversion was like $5 for each point or something like that, or I can't remember exactly, but it's converted to Fanatic bucks. If you were a member of Lids, the same thing happened with them. So a lot of people lost free merch they could have had. They had like $100 store credits that was converted, so they lost it.
Ooh, Jimmy, have you set up your Fanatics account or anything like that?
I already have a Fanatics account. I haven't looked to what my conversion was from WWE Shop because I think I had like $30-$40 for WWE Shop. So I haven't looked at that yet. But I already have.
Hey, get on that account, shit! So. Don't lose your points, baby. So Ethan, the prices have gone back up for WWE Shop. They're not on sale, like since, and Richard, you know the shop prices and all that stuff. It's gone from constantly being on sale, where I feel like it's a kind of like a Wish, not Wish-like, but when it comes to the pricing, when they say like it's $200 and slash, and then it's like 40 or 50% off, I feel like the shop's been like that since COVID started. Ethan, do you think the inflation thing has anything to do with that? With the fucking prices going up? Like, what's going on, bro?
I think it has to. Prices of materials, shipping, packaging, everything. At some point, it has to.
Yeah, Richie, do you think that the prices are fair? I know that we know the prices of these belts, or the original prices, when they're not on sale. We've always known because it's always there. Do you think going back to the regular price in these times, do you think it's just, is it okay? Like, is it understandable? Are the belts still worth the price that they're asking for?
Yeah, I think so. I guess it just depends on obviously your budget, and they're still worth it. I don't know. I mean, shipping really hasn't changed too much as far as, like, I do obviously a lot of shipping, and I've noticed some price increases, but nothing like drastic. So I don't know if it's maybe increase in prices from coming over from China to here, or maybe the import taxes or anything like that have gone up. So that's maybe why they're changing the prices again.
Yeah, and it's not like, again, I felt like most of them were always on sale. Since COVID started, it's always been like a sale on all the belts.
To kind of clue you in on the shipping though, all this stuff comes over on cargo containers. Generally comes to the port of California, and right now California changed their laws, their trucking laws. So a lot of the truckers right now are protesting the new law. I forget what the law was, but what they're doing now is they're actually blocking trucks and trailers from leaving or entering the port. So right now the port was already backed up, and they're backed up another, I want to say 2 weeks now.
Jeez.
But the governor signed a law that they didn't agree with, and that's how it goes.
You're like in the craziest state of them all. Joey, do you think that inflation is going to hit the overseas makers? Because they did raise prices, what was it, like 6 months ago? Or something like that. A few makers raised their prices.
Some did, some didn't.
Do you think it's gonna come to a head and people are gonna fucking be paying more for their belts? Should they get their orders in now?
I mean, maybe, but then you got some that will start complaining. Like, I don't mind the WWE shop going to Fanatics. I like Fanatics. I shop there, so I don't have an issue with that. People complain about, oh, WWE shop, we're not going to get sales on belts. Well, that 20% off basically covered your shipping to a point. But I mean, if you don't like it, make more money.
Right.
I mean,
shit.
Yep.
Stop complaining, man. People complain about everything nowadays. everything. Like, everybody wants to be in the know.
I seen grown men today upset because they missed out on a figure drop because they sold out. Like, if that's the worst part of your day, then you're probably doing okay. I'd reevaluate what you're really upset about.
Jimmy, do you think that inflation is going to hit the makers and we're going to see another price hike? Probably.
I mean, I kind of feel like it kind of did already. You know what I mean? Because you've seen some stay stagnant, and then you've seen other makers kind of jump up in price already. So I don't think that it'll affect them at least further unless price gouging starts going up again. So if it does, then yes, there's a potential there it is. But I think kind of like your primary ones, like Classic Shield, they already hiked their prices up in the past few months. Like, you're talking a couple $100 rate. Yeah, for some people, right? Wow. They've jumped their prices up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like too much it's going to affect anything, but. You know, again, you never really know. It just depends. Like, right, like one day the price of zinc may shoot up right through the roof. So you really don't know what's going to happen going forward. And to touch on what Ethan said, I went out for that figure today, the figure that we're talking about, right? And I had it in my cart, and I didn't get it. I wasn't upset, but it sucked not getting it. So
no, I agree. I had it in my cart, and I tried to buy it, couldn't. I'll go to eBay and fucking have to spend $130 on it.
I was a lucky one that got it. I was a lucky one.
Joe could have put 2 in his cart, and he chose not to.
If you put 2 in the cart, it was crashing, and it takes you.
But you know what? You want to know something? We don't have to worry about that. You want to know why?
They're going to have it.
Make $2,500 a week, baby.
You guys do. And they'll probably have it at Summerslam, to be honest. So we might get one there.
Zero cap by Mr. Taylor. Mr. Michael Jones. Final words?
The overseas makers, if they do decide to up their prices, they should up their prices according to their quality.
Well, can I say this? One maker up to his HD price is higher than CS with no HD available. So.
No.
Oh, wow.
Any other final words, Mr. Jones, before I move on?
I have no problem with the shop. Like, here's the thing. If the price increase on the shop bothers you, they do have payment plans available. They've always been there.
Hustling for a company he doesn't even work for. My man.
Big facts.
Mr. Thompson, your thoughts? Final. Hit it. Pay.
You're muted.
You're muted.
If you're worried about shop prices being elitist, then you won't have to worry about anything.
There you go.
I hate that word. Mr. James Taylor, final words.
Final words. So, honestly, like when it comes down to shop and it comes down to anything like that, just buy what you're going to pay for, buy what you can afford, do what you got to do. And there's always a way to hustle. There's always a way to get things at the price you want to get it, pay it over time. There's different apps. If you want to do something with the shop, you can always find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So there's plenty of makers out there. Do what you got to do within your budget.
Buy it secondhand. There's a sale almost every Friday in the community.
Everywhere, right? Somebody pays and they get it re-stoned, they get it re-leathered, they pay $1,300 overall, and you'll see them within 3 weeks selling that same belt for like $800.
3 weeks? I say about a week.
Some people do it. Classic Shields.
Some people it's like 2 days.
Some people do that. I literally see it. It's crazy. I see it all the time. But hey, listen, what we always say here is your money. You do what you got to do. Ain't nobody's gonna
tell you. That's how you going to flex. But
that's it.
Joey V, final words.
Buy what you can afford. Don't go broke trying to get a CS belt.
Yeah.
And
happens a lot.
And Mayan is producing belts.
That is crazy, isn't it? That Mayan Belts is still completing their orders. It's a crazy concept, isn't it? My God. Mr. Richard Simpson, do us the honors. Your final words, my friend.
I'm going to piggyback what everybody else is going to say. Just buy whatever you want to buy and just enjoy the fucking hobby. Stop bickering on.
Use Simpson stoning, damn it.
Community.
Yes, definitely.
Simpson
Absolutely.
Stoning for your stoning needs, and also for side plates, because you will not be disappointed. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being on. I do appreciate each one of you. Let me address the people, and then we can go and chat and do the stupid shit we normally do. Richard, you're invited if you want to come. If not,
thank you.
I wish you a good night, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Thank you so much. I say wow, like we actually accomplished something when we were just here chilling together. Me and James Taylor are going to go to SummerSlam this coming next week. If I die during that, make sure that my story is on Crime Junkies, because those two white girls, they hook it up and they know how to tell a good story, and I want them to make me sound like I'm like this like amazing podcaster who was into their show and then was killed on his way to Tennessee. So thank you so much for being on tonight. Next month, not next month. Whoa, yes, next month, August, we're gonna have the JMAR WWF Block Big Eagle, which I have here from Classic Shields, an amazing belt. That's going to be the belt that's going to be featured. It is our season finale. We are going to get the strap in August, and we will be back in January. No, I'm not giving you the MWA content. Get off of the comments. You raging lunatic. You're being a stalker at this point. So we will be next month for the finale of Get the Strap in our fall premiere. You will have new shows, new projects that we're working on. And also, do not forget that the Scammies are going to be our season finale, where we're going to highlight the scammers of the year, the feuds of the year, where Vinny Vegas is going to wear a tuxedo. I'm going to wear my nice mini skirt dress that I quite enjoyed, that I got from this play called Halsey's. And we're going to have a fantastic time. We're going to vibe. We're going to have presenters. And we're going to give out awards for the scammers of the year. And again, they're called the Scammies. And I think the trophy is a horse's ass, but don't quote me on that, because, you know, I'm never really here. So thank you so much for coming on. I do appreciate it. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you like it. Now, if you hate us, you don't have to, subscribe, but it is what it is. Why not show some support? Thank you so much. We will see you not next week, but the following week, because we're taking the week off, because we got to live too. Take care. Thank you so much. Be safe. Buy the correct belts. Please stop booting spinners. It's not okay. Take care. Have yourself a wonderful night. Bye-bye.